and suddenly I'm in the rear courtyard of the house at Watch Hill, poised with my hand on the knob of the conservatory door, admiring, despite my horror, the glassy pool reflecting gently swaying oak branches, hung with sprigs of drying lavender tied with ribbon, cobalt bottles clinking on jute cords, and strands of fairy lights. I smell the rich, earthy dampness of leaves and coffee grounds composting in the garden, the drugging opulence of night-blooming jasmine. I feel the unevenness of cream and slate pavers warm beneath my bare feet, note cobwebs that need sweeping from the cubby above the door, the wisteria draping the garage that wants trimming. And it's all so lovely and real it terrifies me, as if the house is trying to suck me back to it because it's not done with me. It will never be done with me. I was the sweetest thing the evil in those walls ever tasted. It frightens me so much that I refuse even in dreams to enter my beloved greenhouse where once I crushed herbs and mixed potions, practicing the ancient magic of the Cailleach, while Rufus waffed softly, watching from his perch in the jackfruit tree. I jerk myself violently awake, deathly afraid and utterly certain should I step through that dream door, I'll wake up at Watch Hill, only to find I never escaped it all. That my freedom is, in fact, the dream.
1. Friday, March 25th. The house at Watch Hill was a patient beast, born of dichotomy, a familiar stranger, a beautiful monstrosity. It seduced before it terrified. But back then, I knew little of the dangerously fine line between good and evil, and I'd yet to suffer betrayals so staggering, so utterly unforgivable, they make you willing to cross it. Nor did I know anything of traps so exquisitely baited, you'd march straight into hell with a smile on your lips and wonder in your heart. I knew only that my life was an endless shitstorm of problems, and if I didn't solve the immediate one of needing a new job, yet again, it was going to get infinitely worse. But the sign outside says you're hiring, I said with an edge of desperation in my voice that I despised. And your hostess, Claire, said you're down 2 waitresses. The man behind the desk, in an office wedged into a corner adjacent to the walk-in freezer at Sophie's House of Pancakes, looked nearly identical to the one I'd just left at the Scrambled Diner, and the one before that at the Saucy Egg Cafe. Same longish crew cut, dingy white shirt, and stained tie. Same quick slip of his gaze to the left as he replied, "I forgot to tell Claire I filled both those positions this morning." "You're lying," I said softly. Tightly he replied, "I am not." He was, and I was beyond weary. 4 prior interviewers had also miraculously secured new employees moments before I'd walked in, and service positions weren't easy to fill around these parts. "Mr. Schumann, just tell me the truth. If you're not going to hire me, that's the least you can do." My 5th interview today was going to end in a no, too, and I dreaded the thought of having to go all the way into Indianapolis to find work. With traffic, it would take me over an hour to get home, and gas money I couldn't afford, and the further into the city I went, the more likely they were to insist on references. "It's because you heard my mother's ill, isn't it?" I pressed when he made no reply. Small towns gossip endlessly. Someone's husband knows someone's cousin 2 towns over, who knows someone's girlfriend 3 towns to the east, whose brother 1 town over is the sheriff, and the next thing you know, they're discussing your personal business on the police scanner, a thing Mom and I try really hard to avoid. He shifted uncomfortably behind his desk, choosing his words with care. "Ms. Gray, your mother isn't just ill. She's dying of cancer. And while I'm very sorry about that, there's not a town within 60 miles of Frankfurt willing to hire you. You don't show up for work. You leave in the middle of shifts. You beg for extra shifts, then don't cover them. How many jobs have you lost in the past year? 1 dozen? 2? I need waitresses I can count on." Mr. Schumann was exaggerating. No one would hire me.